Hello, my beautiful Taurus. We got manifestation, 15, 6, which is balance and harmony. In this card, we have a crystal mountain, crystal waters, and trees. Now, some of you know this, some of you don't, but I've always had a vision of a crystal city in the future or whatever. And when I saw this card show up for Taurus, I was like, I almost cried. I was like, oh my God, this is it, right? But like I said, we don't know what's coming. And I mean, the whole idea here of the crystal mountain is prosperity and wealth and strength and power showing up to me in this card. Within nature, which is you. We are the mirrors of nature. We are everything, like plain and simple. I go through a lot of, like this past few days, I'm going to do a let's talk about these past few days for me because something has happened in my home here. And it was just such a big realization of the power that we are. And to me, this card is manifestation of, of course, of money, but it's more than that. It's the knowing and the wealth of who you are here on this earth, and our attachment to these low vibrational systems like money, like power and status and our views and opinions and all these things. It just keeps us there instead of always putting our focus on this. And today this is such I'm just gonna speak of one of my followers here on Taurus, and I know that he's moving to Cape Town. And to me, I went to Cape Town and I lived there for a month. And there's a mountain called Lion's Head, and I was like, yo, this feels like that mountain, But it could be so many other, places in this world. I just feel like we're gifted with for being on this earth, and a lot of us lose ourselves in this 3D world. And we're just so much more, and we're moving into so much more, and we're not allowing this more to show up because we're still stuck here. I say here, but wherever it is, right? So anyways, I kind of love this. And yes, I'm being a little bit more esoteric about it, but you will see that a little bit more in my readings as well, because I am also cannot be stuck in an old system, which is a tarot system as well. So I need to move out of it in a way that works well with us, the two of us, with all of us. So to me, again, that energy is doors that are previously closed are now opening themselves. Like everything, like Aries had the kind of energy, and even Taurus, it's like, let's start envisioning the new instead of always holding on to the old. So I don't remember the pulls. Oh, here we go. The 13 card, which is the death card, the release, metamorphosis. I mean, it's kind of an ugly card, but maybe not. Maybe it's not ugly to somebody else. So whatever. But it is this Medusa kind of energy. This, and I kind of like that she has multiple hands. It's almost like she's a mirror of herself. Interesting. She's like there's other arms behind her because she's moving into the new version of herself. So a lot of you might be at the end of, maybe you're like me. You're on a road. You're on this path where you're like, I can't hold on to this old version of me anymore, because it just keeps me in this hole, in this box. But this could be just the ending of a relationship for you. And when I say ending of relationships, does it mean that it's a full-on breakup? No, it could just be, I think you're setting boundaries with people. You know, we have our families. Most of the time we don't want to just say like F you to our family, because yeah, we have that kind of bond together. But you know, some of us can. Some of us don't need to always spend time with them, and sometimes it's wise not to. You know, so there's that, the death of this death of a job that is boring and is keeping you stuck in the box, in the rat race. You know, the death of how you envision money, the death of, you know, all of this. There's so much release going on. This forgiveness of self, this releasing yourself from a past event that has no energy anymore. And the only reason it's being kept alive is because you're allowing it, you're keeping it alive with you plugging into it all the time. But once you unplug, it dissipates and dissolves and it's gone. So this is what's going on right now, and I kind of love this. I kind of love this a lot. Okay, maybe it is what it is. I want love to be here. Four of Wands, achievement, advancement. This is accomplishment. This is rewards. This is marriage. This is success. This is victory. You know, this is beautiful. Actually, you're in the process of releasing something that no longer has a hold on you, and the universe is then saying, oh, thank God. Can we move up this mountain right now? Like, can we go somewhere? Can we, like, the universe is not saying, oh, we're not going to give you any of these wealth and abundance and love and all this. It's not that. It's not about that. It's about not holding on to how you once fell in love, how you once loved, how you once made money, how you once, because it's not, that energy, it doesn't exist anymore. There's a new energy coming in. And can we like say goodbye to that finally? Can we stop? Can we unhandcuff ourselves to that and move into this and start fresh, start new? Okay, I want to see all the cards so I can get a better idea of what's going on. But I mean, it's really freaking beautiful to start with. But let's see. The Ace of Wands is your challenge. So new is your challenge. Let's see. And your outcome is the Nine of Pentacles, which is manifestation, abundance, and money. So if we look at your whole thing here, we see that. Is this happening for all of Taurus? I don't know, right? Is this happening for the Taurians that are watching me, that come to see me every week, week after week? Maybe, because you bring your energy to me every week, so this is where I'm getting this energy from. Some of you here, my beautiful bulls, are holding on so tightly to this old energy, this old memories, the old past, the old you. And the death card is like, it's time to die. For those energies to die. Because they do not have power, right? They have no power to survive in the now, and the only reason they survive is because you are powerful, being a light, and you're plugging into that energy. And the Four of Wands is like, just like that, Taurus, you can start something new. Just like that. That's where you have this power to do that. Ace of Wands, but you're afraid. You live in a little bit of fear. But what are my parents going to think? And what is society going to think of me? And what if, it really doesn't go, it goes against everything that everyone else is doing around me. Everybody else feels sorry for themselves. Sabrina, why can't I just feel sorry for myself? And you're like, no, it doesn't. It doesn't work. It's over that. This is also career advancement. A lot of career projects, creative projects. Why are you not doing them? What is the fear that's within you that's holding you back? This is like a massive fear. Ace of Wands is this energy of like creative, passionate, like just fucking going for it, taking fucking risks. Not thinking about anything else here around you, whatever, anyone holding you back from this. So this is like who you are. The Ace of Wands is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius is fire. It's like, let's just do it. Impulsive, spontaneous, but it's reversed. So you're not. You're like, oh, no. I'm just going to follow whatever. I don't even know what you're following. What are you afraid of? Like fear really, it doesn't exist. You're afraid of what? But it's going to fail. So what? So it fails. Next. Listen, I'm going to tell you this, and you know this already. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You chose to be earth signs. Earth is about groundedness, stability. Earth, you chose it to be an earth sign because you knew that you were that, and yet you could easily achieve that. And that money is a no-brainer for you. And you didn't have to ever worry about that because that was part of your plan. But people like Taurians that focus too much on the lack thereof or the not enough of, well, that's what the universe will respond with, right? So can you switch your focus to everything working out? Because you're giving your all into it. You're not fearing the next steps. You're actually moving into your creativity. You're moving into your passion. You're having fun with your life. And you're unplugging from the past. Because the nine of Pentacles here is, look, it's a tree and there's a moon on top of it. It's a pure, divine, feminine, intuitive wisdom on top of the tree that is fully bloomed and harvested. And in the financial independence is what the Nine of Pentacles is. Financial reward, financial stability is yours. It's just yours. You are the future. You're the future of how money will be made. Like, think about it like that. That's freaking phenomenal to me. Like, there's no, like, it's not oh my God, it's like just a dream coincidence that Sabrina, me, Taurus, continuously dreams of a crystal world, a crystal city in the sky. I truly believe that it is. I've lived there, and that's the dreams that we need to keep alive. And it doesn't have to be crystal, by the way. It could be whatever it is that you want. I do believe that people live underwater. Like they do already. There are fish underwater. Why can't humans live there? I'm sure there's villages under there. Because we're just so linear in the way we look at life. Oh, this is what it is because this is what they told us. But you're so much more than this. And this is a Let's Talk I'm going to be doing soon because this is the aha moment I'm getting. It's like enough plugging into that old. That is done, finished, over. All that hurt, that disappointment that you keep inside, the guilt that you feel, like, ew. Finito. Over and out. Let's move into this new. The Ace of Wands wants to start fresh, wants to come in with like exciting, innovative new technology. You are the new technology, first of all. So why aren't we tapping into that? No, because we can't. Because we're forever in this old. And we're holding on to it for dear life for no reason at all. Because when you start to move into this unknown, you're moving in with a whole bunch of other people who are moving into an unknown as well. And the Four of Wands speaks of success in that unknown. Unlimited abundance, unlimited love, unlimited peace, unlimited freedom. It's all yours, Taurus. Are you ready? Are you ready to move into this with me? Open our eyes to these new different ways. Like, be more visionary about this, instead of holding on to something that we already are, which is abundant and loving and all of it. I can continue going on and on about it, but you understand where I'm going at with this. Oh, look at this. Happy, happy, happy. It shows up. I mean, this is the state of being that we are being, I guess it's not working out as much as I want to do. Let's see. I'm going to be stubborn about this. Okay, it's going to fall, but okay. All right. Happy, happy, happy. What more is there to say about this card? She's sitting on an egg of creation, right? Birthing new. And there's rainbow light all around her, which is the sounds and waves and frequencies of love and happiness. And she's holding a star, which is what she is. And she's just happy, right? I just feel like this is, where did we get lost here? Taurus, because I'm a Taurus and because I'm surrounded by so many Taurians and bulls around me, my followers, my members, my friends too. I have so many Taurus friends as well. We're always coming up with ideas, coming out, and then we just leave it as ideas. Because then the fear kicks in that you don't have enough money, you don't have enough this, and this is not what my parents tell me, this is not how I should be, this is should, obligated, and the only reason I do things so spontaneous is because I'm Leo and Sagittarius as my rising and my moon. I have so much fire inside me, I'm just like, right? So it's like, it's not even that, it's the bullshit too. I don't want to attach to the signs either. It's just, it's also a realization that what do I have to lose? What do I have to lose? It's like, I've been living here for 5 years in this apartment building, which it's very brand new. And the rent is higher than everywhere else. And everyone's like, how the fuck are you doing it, Sabrina? I said, well, because I believe that I am an abundant being and that money will always come to me. And it does. Every month I'm able to pay this rent. I'm able to live life according to me. And that's what it is. And why not? Why not trust yourself? Why not live in that, in abundance, in happiness, in love? I do not choose fear, ever. It's not even part of my vocabulary anymore. The same way I don't choose dis-ease as my vocabulary or illness. So it's a change of mindset for sure. But when I saw these cards for you, Taurus, I just said, oh my God. Some of you are on this, you've been sitting on some project, some ideas, some creative endeavors, some very visionary ideas, and you're just sitting on them because of fear of everyone else, or fear of, I don't have enough money, I'm in fear of the bullshit. And the Four of Wands kind of screams at me saying, look, she's like, the intuitive eye is there, the stars all around her. She's like, you're the star of the show here, which is Earth. Earth is the show. So, what do you want to do as the star of the show? You're going to hand it over to some fake Hollywood celebrities? No, man. You're the stars of this show. Show up. And it doesn't mean that you have to do all the, be the spotlight. That's not being a star of the show. The star of the show is showing up in your life. Having fun, or feeling peaceful, or feeling, sharing your love, receiving love, giving, it's all of it. The Rose's Kiss, number 9. I mean, I love it. It's a beautiful imagery. It's like the rose is the beauty, and the beauty is nature, and nature's wanting to kiss you, right? Your 5 senses or more are aching to be engaged right now. This is an invitation to get out of your head and into your body. You may be a spiritual, intelligent being, but right now the emphasis should be on having a sensory experience. You know, I can continue reading, but I'm not. Because, yes, we are nature, and nature is us, and we are earth, and earth is us. We are everything, because that's, you know, we're just an avatar here on this thing, on this experience. But we're so much more than that. And this is something we need to start to focus on more. We are more than nature, and nature is more than us. You know, like there's just more newness, and we keep on holding on to this old. And it's time to tap into that, to me. I feel like this whole thing here is tapping into your innovative, visionary, creative self. And you're just about to move into something phenomenal. And whether it's career, whether it's, you know, I don't necessarily see love here, but it's whether it's career, whether it's projects, whether it's a home, whether it's something that is just leveling you up. But it's almost like a push here for you to really believe in you. And when you see the beautiful rose, to see that it's you that's blooming as well. You know, never just look at nature and say, oh, it's so beautiful, because nature is you. You know, and that's I'm going to talk about, because nature, it dies, and so does humans. And we have to move into something new. So let's honor everything around us, but honor you too, your avatar on this journey. But also, when it's time to let go, let it go. Because the more the human hangs on to the past, the more we live in this past. And I feel like you're on your way to... I kind of love this card, because this is that divine feminine wisdom on top here. And it's like, it's time to change. It's time to expand the horizons a little bit. Move fully into our intuition here. It's time to be happy every single freaking moment of our lives. And that's not a pipe dream. It's real. It's something that it is possible. But we're needing to tap in. We have, it's all here. To me, I feel like the universe is like, oh my God, we've already set it all up for Taurus. You know, I'm not saying that we set it up for every sign, but I'm talking to Taurus right now. We've already set it up for Taurus. It's all here for them, him, her, them, all of them. You know, it's all here. So what are you doing? And you're like, well, no more excuses. No more holding on to the past. No more, oh, but, you know, I was successful then. I don't, like, it. The universe is not saying I don't give a shit about your past, but it's kind of saying that. It's like, I don't care what you did in the past. You know, you did that. Doesn't matter. What about now? Why can't you just revel in the now? Because you have an amazing unknown that's coming in. You don't have no idea what's coming in, and it's so amazing. I keep getting the same message every single day. You have, like, it's amazing. You're just so freaking impatient. Stop. So I stopped. I stopped being impatient. I'm just trusting. And I want you to do the same. I'm going to come back week after week. I'm going to enforce this message. And, like, you know, even in a literal way, I see that some of you may have started, the Ace of Wands showing up here is like some of you may have started a project and it didn't work, and now you're afraid to move into the next project, you know. Maybe some of you started a relationship and it didn't work, and you're like, can you see the things that didn't work as the biggest blessing in your life? It wasn't, so it was never going to work. Right? A lot of people go like, oh, I'm in a relationship, it's 10 years now, and I'm trying, and the universe is like, what are you trying? First of all, you're not supposed to be trying. You're not supposed to be putting effort into anything. You're not supposed to be working hard. Everything is supposed to work smoothly. So now it's time to look back in your life and say, oh, okay, but I'm really working hard at this. I'm really trying really hard. I'm compromising left, right, and center for this to work. Okay, so then you're not really living your true essence because you're trying too hard. Right? TTH. Trying too hard. Like, it's like, enough. Like when you start like fully falling in love with you, your relationships get better, your work life works for you, your home works for you, you know, everything falls into place. Trust me on this one. And you're like on your way to that. So trust the blessings that are uncomfortable, because you're moving into comfort, you're moving into success, you're moving into everything coming true for you. So I'm going to leave you here, my beautiful Taurus. And I love you. And I also encourage you to share, like, and comment. Also join my Ko-fi, and thank you to my Ko-fi members. Support, if you can support me by buying my notebook or my book that's on Amazon, or any way you can support me can help me. Like even just sharing and liking, if you know right now you don't have the funds, but this is my this is how I make my money. So any way you can help me, I applaud you and I thank you and I'm grateful for you. So thank you so much, and I'll see you next week. And I love you. Check your rising and your moon as usual. You know, a lot of people check their rising sign more than their sun signs, because the rising is their avatar, right? It's like what the avatar is doing in this world, and the moon is your emotions. All right, I love you, and la semaine prochaine, a la settimana prossima. I'm going to say it to all the languages. All right, love you. Bye.